Hi, I'm Amy Jackson, Managing Editor of SmallGroups.com. Do you want to know the #1 question we get here at SmallGroups.com? It's how do you handle the overtalker? So today I want to give you a few tips to hopefully help you deal with this very common issue in small groups. First of all, I would recommend sitting next to the overtalker. This does a couple of things. First of all, it means that you're making more eye contact with the people who share less, which actually naturally invites them to share more. And secondly, simply because of positioning, you'll actually be making less eye contact with the overtalker, which means they aren't invited to talk as much. They'll still talk, but it may make a huge difference even though you're not doing a whole lot. The second thing is to ask others to share by name. Now, you want to be careful with this because you don't want to make people share if they're uncomfortable, but I know that you have people in your group that you know are willing to share. They just don't feel like they can. So what you can do is specifically call on them when you have a question during your discussion. Call on them by name and they'll obviously be able to answer. Now, if the overtalker shares a lot during your prayer request time, an easy thing you can do is set a limit for everyone across the board to share 2 minutes or less about what they want prayer for. Just having this time limit can really make them think twice about what they're sharing, and it may be all that you need to control the overtalker. Now, the biggest thing is once they've started talking and they continue talking, it can be really difficult to get the conversation back on track. So my suggestion to you is wait for that brief pause in their talking and then interject with something like, wow, or thank you so much for sharing, and then quickly follow up with a question that gets other people involved. So, what do the rest of you think? Or, John, does that match your experiences? If you get other people involved, then they'll have to stop for a moment, let other people chat, and hopefully you'll get the conversation back on track. Now, if all else fails, you will need to pull the overtalker aside and talk to him or her, really asking for their help. The biggest thing that's helped me is putting it in a way that frames it as they're helping me, not that they are in trouble for talking too much. We don't want to discourage sharing, we just want to make sure that other people are also encouraged to share. So for instance, if you ask the person, hey, can you wait till a few other people respond before you respond? It'll really help me get other people involved. They see it as a service that they're doing to the group instead of something that they've been doing incorrectly. Now, obviously, with all of this, dealing with the overtalker is a lot more art than science, and so I wish you luck as you deal with the overtalker in your group. But I have to say, if you deal with it, it's a huge blessing to your group. Your group will be safer, you'll actually experience some life change, and other people will actually be able to talk. So blessings as you try this out, and I hope that you're able to deal with the overtalker in your group.